All right. Well, the Four-Wheel Drive podcast powered by Tyrepower. Yeah, we're in a new location today. Not recording in Backchat Studios built by Grounded. We are in the Ronny Dale Studios built by Dale.
Yes.
Built by Ronny.
Yes, built by
Donny Rale.
Built by Donny Rale himself.
That's music by the Southern River Band, Let It Ride. Go check us out on socials, fourdrivepodcast.com.au. You can get the merch that I'm wearing. Mate, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. And by the way, that wall is new.
I did.
That's the
I
one
was having a look at that before.
That's the wall that herniated my disc.
Oh, that's the wall.
Yep, that's the wall.
I was wondering why there's a few fist marks in it. You've obviously had a bit of a fight with it. Didn't like that it hurt your back.
Mate, I hurt my back when I cut it. I came in the next day and hands and knees, no word of a lie, I built the wall.
That is hilarious, mate.
You might be wondering how I got up there.
This technically isn't built by Donny Rale then. Your kids helped you with this, didn't they? Did most of the work on it?
Well, I did most of the framing and all the low work and drilling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then we sort of, other people got involved, obviously.
Delegated the task.
Yes.
Smart man. Well, it looks good, mate.
Thank you.
It's definitely changed since the last time we were here. And I think the last time we were here, we were planning the Gun Barrel Highway.
Yeah.
Which was a long time
ago.
Yeah. About 4 or 5 months ago.
Has it already been?
5, 6. It's almost 6 months ago since we've done that.
No way. Really? 6
What is
months?
it? It's Jan 20. No, it wouldn't be 6 months. But like since we planned it, it would be.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you're right.
Good. Yeah, I reckon it was
Wow.
September when the Amberdell got cancelled because we couldn't get permits or anything.
Yes.
They closed the track,
That's right. Yeah.
which we haven't actually talked about with you on the podcast. We haven't. Duggo and I have had a yarn about it,
Oh, did we?
but I think
I felt like we have because we talked about it so much.
we've talked about it so much.
Obviously not while we're on the podcast then, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we've
No,
actually.
yeah,
You and
I think
I,
you're right.
you, me, and Duggo have sat down and had
you're right.
a chat about
Yeah.
it.
I think it was in Sydney.
Yes, because you went to Sydney straight after we did the Gun Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
You left us, and then we came back for a few weeks, and then we went on a little break over Christmas.
Yep.
Did some thinking, some soul searching.
Some disc slipping.
Yeah, some disc slipping, and now we're back. So I don't actually think we've talked about the closure of the Amberdell from your voice.
No, okay.
Not saying we have to,
No, but I mean, yeah.
but that's an interesting one.
Yeah, well, I guess people will want to know, right?
Yeah, well, let's do a quick one on it because we don't really
won't burn too much
bore
time
anyone.
on it,
But I thought that was an interesting way to have that trip kind of cancelled or pulled out.
Yeah. So with the Amberdell Highway, you go through, I think, you need 4 different permits from memory, right? Was it 4 different permits? Yeah, it was. One was the military, and then there were 3 different Indigenous permits that we needed.
Yeah.
Maralinga, that was one of them. And I got in contact with Maralinga because if we're filming out there, I need to chat to them. I want to make them aware, but also want to include them in the story.
Yeah.
Where I can, right? But they weren't too keen on having more people out there, particularly someone who's going to film it and encourage more people to come out at that present time. And that was because people just weren't doing the right thing. They were heading out there unprepared, and they were honestly getting caught out. They were breaking down. They didn't have enough water. They were setting off EPIRBs for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, non-emergencies.
Yeah, non-emergencies, which would then cause the only nurse at a post to leave the post, which would leave the community vulnerable if something happened.
Yeah.
Because the nurse has to then go and will be gone for a while, and whatever other equipment and stuff they bring out, then rescue this person, get them out to Cooper Pedy or whichever exit point is the best one. And this just kept happening. And with the weather that was coming as well, they knew that they were getting a bit more heat. We didn't realise how far it would travel north. And she did warn us about lightning storms, which we saw when we were out there.
See, this I haven't heard about.
I know, but it just shows you how much better they understand the land than the weatherman does, because there was no forecast of lightning.
No.
And if you look at Cargini, they had no lightning at all.
No.
And they were only... 70 Ks away?
Yeah, if that.
60, 70? Hey, I said 60, 70, not 6, 7.
Yeah, I know, but I know
No, I
where you were
didn't.
going with it. Look at you.
Yeah. So when you put that into perspective,
That's pretty crazy. I'm not upset that the Amberdell got cancelled. I think at the time I was a bit disappointed because I was like, oh, that would have been a really cool trip to go on. The gun barrel felt less exciting. The Connie Sue felt less exciting as well compared to the Amberdell.
Why do you think that is?
I think we built the Amberdell up a lot. I think we talked about it heaps. We talked about how tricky it was going to be out there, the conditions, the track. You haven't done the Amberdell before, have you?
Yeah.
You've done
I
it?
have. So I think what might be the case is I've described the Amberdell to you and Duggo with the plane wreck and the uncertainty that we had when we were out there the first time.
Yeah.
The fuel stop, how we still got to work out, can we get fuel there? Can we not? So there were a lot of these things still in the balance. And then the military zone,
Yep.
where you go to the ground zero of 2 different nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
and there's radiation. There's all these things. So
Yeah, plus like getting out there and then the Indigenous community out there as well was really cool to learn. I was really interested to learn some things off them if we got the opportunity, just like experience what it's like to be out there and going through that. And I know Duggo was as well. So I think we built it up a lot and it was just a very exciting time to go, okay, we've got this big trip. We've got the Amberdell Highway. We're going to do that. And then we talked to Mitch from Wandering Oz and obviously his grandfather's Lenberdell. So then we got more and then we got more excited and then it was cool. And then it was like, oh, actually, hang on. We're going to have to change up here. We're going to have to switch it around. And the gun barrel and the Connie Sue turned out to be incredible.
yeah,
Like,
awesome.
Incredible
Absolutely
trip. Not one that I'd do again in the next year, but just such a good trip.
But I have to say, the silver lining is that I got in contact with Maralinga and they were very appreciative of getting in contact with them, letting them know what our intentions were so we could have that conversation. So they were really keen to later on because I was explaining to Maralinga that, we're out there to do a bit of educational stuff.
Yeah.
So when is right and wrong to set off an EPIRB and things like that, I thought that was an excellent story and they were really keen on that too. But because it was only 2 weeks to go and we needed all these approvals, I decided to bump it to like this year.
Yeah,
or
which
maybe
is
the
fair.
next year. And she was really keen on that because now there's more time to prepare. And a lot of the custodians out there, they really want to show the land to,
Yeah. Well, in the right way as well.
Yeah.
Which is, if anyone's ever seen your videos or your trip videos, you're not promoting fake emergency situations or leaving rubbish behind or doing the wrong thing in any way. Like your videos are very, make sure you do the right thing. Here's something cool. Here's how you do this. Here's how to tackle that. Here's how I did this. And it's more educational rather than everything fucking went wrong. Like everything went wrong. Like when it didn't, when nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, everything did go wrong when we were out there.
Yeah, exactly. And like, if it goes wrong, that's fine. But like, you're not going out there going, I'm gonna stick a knife through this tire and whatever. Like, just really build drama for the sake of drama.
I honestly don't think anyone would do that in the middle of nowhere because it would just be absolute ludicrous.
Be silly. Almost be like getting a bike lever trapped in your tire.
Yeah. That was
ludicrous.
I know. But to be honest, I don't think anyone in their right mind, unless they are insane, would actually damage their own gear on purpose in the middle of nowhere. If they did, good luck to them. Reckless.
Yeah, there's some crazy people out there. Anyway, that was an interesting time.
Yeah, but we've got something to look forward to. I think the silver lining is it's just starting that conversation, and I think that because now there's time to plan, they'll get more out of it, and we'll get more out of it as well.
Yeah,
the whole experience of catching up with them.
Yeah,
and then we can allow time for it too because we had a tight schedule.
Oh yeah, very tight schedule. Yeah, and far out. That's tough. Wearing a cap today, mate.
I am.
You and me in cap hats,
mate. My hair is
not happy with it.
Oh, well, I'm being told I need a haircut too, and I've been told that for weeks, but, I can't sit in a barber chair, I'm probably about there now. It's sort of falling out too.
Jeez. I thought you might have been bold under there.
Mate, was it last week or the week? Yeah, last week's video, modified.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of love for your V8, mate.
Yeah, we were just about to get to that one. Came out on Sunday.
It did last Sunday, yes.
A lot of love for the V8, but a lot of love for the 2.8 as well.
Yeah, well, that's true. That actually surprised me a bit.
Yeah?
Because not until you're actually in the car and then you drive it, would you know?
Surprised me how much I liked it. I did.
I knew you'd be surprised, but I didn't know if you would like it.
I liked it. Like if I was in the market for a car now and I wanted a 76 or a 70 series or anything like that, I wouldn't be upset going for the 2.8 litre. Like it has power. It's still a 76. It's still got the same kind of features that I've got in mind, but it's just a different engine and a bit more modern.
Yeah.
Like it's basically the same.
It's pretty much nail on the head there.
Yeah. Well, there's not.
I
And the 2.8 isn't a terrible engine. I don't like.
No.
It might not last as long as the V8,
No, I think
but it's a good engine and it'll last you 300,000 Ks.
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Like,
Yeah, there'll be people out there who've driven a fair bit in the Hiluxes, I guess, So it'd be good to actually hear from a listener maybe, to see how many Ks you got on your 2.8.
yeah, that would be interesting.
And like you say, like I think it would be a bit naive to assume that it will go as far as a V8 in longevity.
It does seem that way, and I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do you want?
Well, it depends on how the engine's used. So the thing is, the V8 can suit a heavy load or a light load. I don't think it's going to change much for the engine.
No.
But a 2.8, if you do a heavy load, then it's going to wear it.
Yeah, like a constant heavy load. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Is like I wonder if the 2.8 had my setup on it with the rear bar, the bull bar, the rooftop tent, driving that around consistently the way I do, because I don't have a second car or anything like that. Like I'm using that as a daily driver. I wonder how much strain that would put on the 2.8 litre.
It'll be fine.
Yeah?
Your car's not that heavy.
It feels heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it feels heavy because of the rooftop tent.
The rooftop tent definitely does.
So it's just top heavy, I think. I think your car's relatively light if you compare it to, say, like most 79s or most Troopies.
That is true. That's true. Yeah, I know. I was just comparing it to the 2.8 litre. Like you've done a really good job there on keeping it light.
Yeah.
Minimal.
It's easy and it's hard.
Well, yeah. And
if you don't want to spend too much money on it, then it's easy.
True. Just get a stock 2.8 litre. Don't do anything to it. Lightest car around.
Yeah. Well, it depends what you're going to use it for. But yeah, I mean, do understand that I don't have a rear bar and I have damaged my bar 3 times now. But it's still there. It's fine. I've just popped the reflectors off, whatever. So, I mean, legally that would have to be fixed.
Yeah.
But I'm probably just going to put a sticky one on instead, because that's going to stay, right?
Yeah.
But there's plenty of reflectors on it anyway.
Oh, yeah, you do not need to.
It's just overkill.
Yeah.
Like the old tail lights, they're not used on a 76.
No.
The actual tail lights are not used. The ones that are used are in the bottom bar.
Yeah. Well, the ones up here are blocked.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're just sitting there. It's just a reflector. And then there's another reflector below it. So, and it's just because of the laws we have here. So because we have a spare wheel on the back, it's semi-blocking one side. I mean, you got 2 brake lights. You got 2 indicators. The indicator on the front of my 76 is freaking huge.
Yes, it is.
An airplane would see it.
Yes, and the airplanes do see it. I've actually heard on the news that they're worried about planes flying over when you're driving, especially at night, which is all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Landing strip.
So how'd you find Modified? This is the first time it's been back in a while.
Yeah, I enjoyed the shoot. Yeah, it was good fun. It was great fun.
The shoot was great. Shoot was a lot of fun. That was a full day of filming both podcasts and Modified.
Yeah, it was.
And that was nuts to see you in your element there, mate.
You know what's funny though? Like, when Duggo rocked up and then we switched to podcast mode, when we resumed the modified episode, man, I was flat. I was so flat.
Were you?
Yeah, man.
Really?
But I could really tell on camera. But I think I picked up after a little bit again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt a bit flat afterwards. I think because we were sitting
Just
still
because
for
of
so
the
long.
break, yeah.
I think because we were sitting, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense. And also you've just done an hour podcast where you're constantly talking, constantly thinking about a new thing, and then you have to switch your brain onto a different thing.
Yeah. I think so.
And then also we hadn't eaten.
You didn't feel flat?
Oh, I felt flat, but like we hadn't eaten.
That's true.
We didn't bring water.
We're going to do burgers. Yeah, water.
We were going to do
Can't believe
burgers.
we ran out of water.
That was nuts. That was such a hot day. The water thing was stupid. So I'm not too surprised that it was flat. And then also, I was looking back at the footage. I was watching actually the video, and when we're on the roof, and I'm just like crouching up there, I was looking at it. I was going, that roof was so hot. I remember like, I feel like I look weird crouching up there, like I'm doing some like pose or something, and I'm just like, I literally couldn't sit on the roof because I would have burnt my skin off. So I was looking at that going, weird choice.
I can't remember, but there was a shot where you were like flexing to the camera just for shits and giggles, and one of the boys caught it. Now, I had an attempt on putting it in, but I think Dan might have ousted it.
Thank you, Dan.
So it wasn't in there.
Thank you, Dan. I did not need that to be in there at all. No. So how was driving the V8 again?
Oh, that was really good fun. Yeah, that was a novelty. But the steering wheel just felt weird.
High.
It felt so out of place. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if like over time it's gone from being like a truck, like a bus or truck or something, and then it's kind of come to a passenger car. Because through 2013, it might have shifted a little bit more, and then 2016, and then now again.
Yeah, so it's just a bit like...
I reckon it's just slowly, they've slowly moved it.
So you think yours is low and mine's higher up like that?
Yes.
Yeah. I've moved mine.
Yeah, but I can move mine too.
Oh, you reckon yours doesn't go up that high?
Nah. Nah.
You also have a different steering wheel though. You've got the Hilux one in there, don't you?
Yeah.
And mine is just completely plain.
Yep, completely plain.
Original.
And no airbag.
No airbag. I'm not here for safety, mate. Yeah. I didn't actually notice that, to be honest with you. When I was driving the 2.8, I didn't notice the steering wheel difference. But I think it was just the overall feeling of the car being inside it was very different to
maybe that just
sitting in
kind
mine.
of masked the fact that the steering wheel would have felt
Yeah,
different.
probably.
The whole car probably felt different.
Probably, but I think I did say as well that the 2.8 litre feels more like a modern car, whereas mine feels more like a four-wheel drive / truck kind of big car.
Yeah.
Whereas yours doesn't, it's obviously a big car. You got a 4-inch lift on it. It's a big car, but it just doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, because the steering is a lot easier. And
A lot easier. There's a bit of play in there.
Yep. And the main thing is you're not getting feedback through an auto as much as you do in a manual. So you know when a manual, when you change a gear, you feel it. When you put your foot on the clutch, you feel it. There's this release, But in an auto, you don't really feel it. It's also like if you go to snatch someone, you will feel every part of that snatch through the whole driveline. And your driveline will feel it too. Whereas an auto, it kind of takes a lot of that out. So you get less feel of the car, but it also cushions the car.
Yeah. That's a good point. Didn't think of that. The auto was weird. The auto was weird.
Yeah, it'll take a while to get used to.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get used to? Because how long have you been driving a manual car for?
Yeah, quite a long time, but I did have the Hilux. So I had a stint with a Hilux for about a year and a half, 2 years. 2 years, yeah.
Did you drive that consistently?
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole time?
I drove that mainly for almost a year and a half, and then
okay.
I kind of got a bit bored, and then I brought a 70 back.
Yeah.
I think that's when I went to town on a 70 with, it kind of ended up being a show car rather than a full drive. I mean, it still was a full drive and it was more capable, but it was more like a show car. It was
show 79.
It was kind of heading that way, but I just wanted to pretty it up too because it looked so dinged and it was really tired.
People loved that car though.
Yeah, I loved that car too.
Like, rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel the same.
I had something for you.
A little bit about the Quartermaster. Yeah.
Same feeling. Do you feel like it's going towards a show car instead of a...
No. Like I feel like it reminds me of the 79. You know.
Oh, you love that in the same way that you love the 79, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It gives you the same feeling.
It gives you the same vibe. Like I looked at the back of it today, and I almost forgot what it was. You know, because I saw the number plate and all that. It just the same colours, everything. You know.
Yeah. So, well, we'll talk about that a bit later on. Because you have made a change to the 79, the INEOS.
Yes.
Which is an interesting change, but not one that no one, like we all expected it. It was, it was going to come. You're not hiding it. But it's a cool change. I had a quick look around it outside. Let's stick on modified for a little bit. What I was surprised at that I don't think were, I mean, it wasn't in the video, but the diff lockers versus the hub lockers and then making... Like your car getting through that,
yes,
I don't know what you call that little bit of forward driving that we actually did through the whoop-de-doos and all that.
Yeah. So it's through a section where often you will have two wheels not touching. So you have two wheels on the ground, two wheels not touching, and then you lose drive out one side and out the other, and torque and power goes to the path of least resistance. So the wheel that has contact, it's now not doing anything and everything goes out the other. And that's where an LSD diff will sometimes, you know, like it'll click in, and then you get that sort of movement that goes like that.
Yeah.
Which you really feel on a manual.
Yeah, massively.
Yeah. But the 70 series or any Toyota really they all have shit LSD differentials, you know? So... limited slip differentials. I just said limited slip differential by saying that. It's like the
LSD differential.
Yeah, it's like the ATM machine. You know? Stop saying that. Anyway, so what's funny though, like I was talking it up because I had the locker in and I was just going through it and bits of that was in that, but obviously it was pretty dragged out because it took a while to go through. And I was saying to you, you know, I'm not gonna ask you to do this. I'm not gonna make you do it. You
don't have to do it. It's up to you.
You don't have to do it. Because I said you need lockers for this, and you said, stuff it, I'll give it a go. And you pretty much sailed through the whole thing as if you had lockers, and you actually did it faster than I did. And you didn't really punish the car either.
Yeah, that might have just been my lead foot.
You actually throttled at the perfect time every time. So you would have had to have gone through a little bit faster as well. But it really surprised me.
It surprised me.
Yeah. Well, get this. A few days later, or the next week actually, because we filmed this and then editing takes a week. So that's why it's just to give people context of time here. But a week after we filmed it, I went out there in the Grenadier.
Oh, yeah.
And I was trying to get my lockers in, stuffed up the sequence, drove it. I could not get through.
Really?
Yes, because the wheelbase is so much longer. So every car that's gone through that section, because it's used by a training company called Eureka.
Yeah, they were the ones that are out there in all the Hiluxes. Yeah.
And all those vehicles have long wheelbase.
Yes.
So that's where they demonstrate lockers. And it just doesn't, they can't go without a rear locker.
Yeah, because of the wheelbase.
Yeah, because of the wheelbase. But 76, doesn't matter.
Perfect wheelbase.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Because I was not expecting that to go through. The way we were talking about it and then the way yours went through, I was like, oh, not that yours struggled to go through or anything, but you could really, like being in it, you were going side to side, you were dipping, you could feel that you only had two wheels on at one time. And then to go through and go, okay, well, you don't have diff lockers here, so you're getting no help. You got hub lockers, so you're getting a little help, but not like a crazy amount of, not anything that you'll be like, oh yeah, it's going to go straight through. No worries, no problem at all. Like I'm 100% confident. But then to go through and just go through it, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. You would have had less than...
Didn't expect it.
You would have had less than a foot between the next wheel touching something. And I think there was like a couple of moments where it was like, and then it just kept going.
Yeah.
So you had the right momentum, you know.
Yeah.
If you had to do that in a ute, you would have to absolutely give it shit.
Yeah, fully go through it.
Yeah, yeah.
You damage the ute. You don't really want to do that, do you?
Yeah, you don't want to spin in the wheel, especially the front on like, you know, it doesn't matter if it's solid axle or IFS.
Yeah.
You know, you're still going to like smash something in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was interesting. How'd you find bringing modified back? I guess the experience of going through modified in a different style than what you normally do.
Yeah.
I guess the comparison thing, did you feel like that was, did you like that format?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the way to go.
I really did. Like, I was a bit concerned while we were out there because we actually did 2 takes of that one. We're standing at the front.
Yep.
Right? And I think we were all thinking, oh, fuck, we spoke for so long, man. And
That video was what, 30 minutes? Could have easily been hour and a half.
Yeah, for some people.
Yeah, for some people.
But we then reshot it, right? And it took just as long. And we ended up cramming more stuff in. So I was like, well, it is what it is. I mean, here's the information. So we're just going to make sure we've got enough B-roll and put over it. And then that's where we added those tips in just to break it up a bit so you're not seeing the same thing all the time. Because you could be interested in something and you can watch it, but if nothing changes on the screen, you can switch off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You do a bit.
attention is an acquired skill these days.
Far out, yeah.
You know?
It is a bit. Your audience is probably a bit older, though. Like they've probably followed you from your early days.
Yeah.
Going through, joining halfway
been.
through, joining 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah.
Like,
a percentage of them would be, but there's new subscribers all the
oh,
time.
of course,
right?
yeah.
So,
And you want to keep them entertained and engaged.
yeah, I mean, there's so much information out there that, but the overwhelming comments I got from the audience, they love that format.
It's a good format.
They absolutely love the slowing of the pace and all that stuff. And I watched it back while I was editing, and it was near the end of the edits. Like, it didn't need much more. And I watched it back, and I was like, shit, I just watched 25 minutes, and I didn't really get bored.
I mean, that's a good
And I've been
thing.
looking at it the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I actually did have a look through the comments to see what the feedback was going to be like, because I thought I was going to come across like a fuckwit. So thanks, mate. You've treated me well there. But no, I was having a look at the comments because I wondered what people were going to think about modified coming back and the comparison side. And I mean, everyone who commented just seemed to love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good, right? Like you're in the right areas with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and seeing that much positivity in the comment section is quite incredible, because we're all wired to think negatively 80% of the day, from apparently, right?
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's like it's part of our survival. Think negatively so you don't get eaten by a tiger or some shit, right?
Yeah, okay.
So, but we're still like that because it's only 200,000 years ago since we were hunter-gatherers, right? So, modern day, we always got negative thoughts running through. So you're thinking you're going to come across an asshole. I'm thinking, it's too much fucking information here. Who cares about this? Turns out a lot of people care about that particular thing. They also care about this particular thing. And those who don't care about this thing over here, well, they can just fast forward a little bit. Or put us on ×2 speed and
yeah. Well, I think it was a good video. You did well. Like I can see the comparison videos being a really good thing for modified coming up. How often are you gonna? Is that a bi-weekly thing?
I would like to bring some more out. So anyone listening right now, if you are in Perth, look, even if you're Eastern States or whatever, yeah, just let us know. I'm not after. It doesn't have to be like a completely over the top modified vehicle. I mean, if you look at our 2 vehicles, they're not like over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they're. No, I don't think they're crazy.
They're not crazy.
They're not
over
show
the top.
cars.
No. But they definitely have more mods than what most people would have, even as a full driver.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I'd agree with that. But they're not over the top.
Nah,
You're right.
They're far from over the top.
So what are you kind of looking for the next few? Because we'll move on from this quick, but
yeah, I mean, we've just done 2 wagons, and they're the same model, right?
Yeah.
I mean, same make and model would be cool. That's definitely something I will repeat. But it would also be good to have, like, you know, Ranger versus Hilux, or could it be like
Grenadiers 79,
American
Patrol
truck versus another American truck? You know, yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't do like a Ute versus a wagon because that's just too confusing.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
Doesn't make sense. So it has
Although
to make
actually,
sense.
like,
Yeah, but that's a video on its own.
yeah, it's kind of its own video.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Because one of the vehicles would be, it'd be a particular wagon because it could be, let's say I took your wagon.
Yeah.
But if I took my wagon, it'll be a completely different story to what your wagon is. And then people might hone in on the crate thing more than having a rear setup with drawers. But the Canopy's got drawers on the Ute. So, but I don't like crates, I like drawers. You know, so it kind of needs to have the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
I agree. I think that's a good point. Well, speaking of cars and speaking of Utes, you've changed some stuff on the Quartermaster.
I have, yes.
What have you done?
Yeah, I said that to myself too. Well, the full canopy has come off. Some might look at it and go, did you chop that in half?
I did look at it and do that once I noticed it. But yeah, you've got the half canopy on.
Yep, now it's a half canopy.
Yeah.
And the first challenge was, shit, where am I going to put everything?
Do you feel like you've gone the wrong way? Like, do you feel like you should have ended on the full canopy so that you're not like, oh,
no.
now where do I put stuff? You're like, oh, look at all this space I've got in my full canopy.
I think this is the best way that I could have done it because it's the most difficult way, right?
It is, yeah.
Because then it really shows going from a full canopy to a half. What is the difference? Well, there's a lot of difference.
Yeah.
But and it might seem like a lot of negative difference. There's a lot of positive difference too. There's a lot of positive difference, but there's also a lot of negative difference. Do you think that you're being, you're going to have to, do you think that you're going to have to be really harsh with what you're taking? Do you think everything in that full canopy was necessary for you to have in the car? Do you think you can take out half of that and still make this work completely fine as a half canopy, or are you going to have to be very strict with what you're bringing now? Sorry if that question made absolutely no sense. No, that makes total sense. I don't have to be too strict on what I bring. If you look at the full canopy, I only filled the bottom row.
Yeah.
So in terms of putting that cargo back into the half canopy, there is no issues with fitting it inside and outside. But that's the thing. I've got to now choose what goes outside, what goes inside. What is outside is not secure. What is inside is secure. So I've got to balance that. I don't want things that belong to the same task, let's say cooking, or let's say fixing your car. I want that in one area. I don't want some outside and some inside.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's like a tarp you're laying on or something like that. But like tools, it's...
Table can go outside.
Or can it, Like but I carry a table anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Your little bench.
My little bench. Yeah, that will probably actually go outside.
Yeah.
Which means I'll have to wipe it down, but it's filthy anyway, right? I also have to work out how to mount the awning because it can't just mount to a half canopy. I do have a load bar in the back.
Yeah.
But even though I have a load bar, I've got to figure that out because it's a nice, fancy looking... It's a really nice looking load bar.
Yeah, it is.
And it's curved and I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, you don't want to drill into it.
I'll have to drill into it, definitely, but I don't want to mess that up. So I want to make sure that's done right. I've got to figure out how to do a roof rack on top of the box because I need more. I need to use that space. I now also need to put a roof rack. I feel like I need to put a roof rack on top of the Grenadier cab. Had it been a Hilux or a 70 series, probably not worth it. But the Grenadier has such a wide footprint on the roof. It's like the car is like square, like even a 70, even though it's square, it comes in a bit at the top. Any other modern car like a 300 or a Triton or a Pajero, They start wide and then they come in at the top. They're all pear-shaped.
So you're going to put a roof rack on top of the Grenadier and then also on top of the tray?
Also on top of the canopy, so it goes from front to back. But I want to do it so I can...
sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So on top of the canopy.
Yeah. I thought you were putting 2 roof racks on, going from the load bar at the back to the canopy.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
on top of the Grenadier. So you're putting 2 roof racks on?
I'm putting 2 roof racks on.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking the right... What?
Yeah.
You're going to put 2 roof racks on?
Yeah. But I want to do the back roof rack so it's in 2 pieces. So I can choose to only have half the roof rack. Why? Because I want to be able to use that space for other things. I just think there's room here for a versatile roof rack. So if I'm going on a big trip, let's extend the roof rack. A couple of bolts, done. Off we go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But the low bar could be enough anyway from that roof rack to there.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And then the cab roof rack will be on its own.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I haven't either. But
2 roof racks.
Well, 2 roof racks I've seen, like one on top of a canopy and then one on top of the car. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you really need that much space on top of it, you reckon?
Well...
Or is this...
I need somewhere to put the max tracks and where I can put swags and things because I can't put a swag inside the canopy anymore.
No.
And even before when I had the full canopy, I could put 1 swag inside, 1 swag on top. I mean,
and it won't fit in the tray? Or it will, but there's going to be other stuff there?
There's going to be other stuff there. And then I've got to tie that down and things like that. And it's a very dusty area. On the roof, it's not as dusty as in the tray. You get this vortex
yeah, well, the
behind
dust
you.
settles and then,
Yeah, like the turbulent air
Yep.
goes straight in. But it depends on the car as well. Like, it's so weird. Like, when my 79 had a low bar on the back, had like the frame, and there was a tyre hanging off the back. I find when there's a tyre hanging off the back, somehow it attracts more dust. And I think because it's disturbing the air because it's not a flat shape.
Yeah.
So having a flat shape, I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's you know.
That'd be interesting.
This is like wind tunnel stuff that you wouldn't see, so it'd be different for everyone. But from my experience, all the dust on a dusty track usually sits on the back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as you were saying, because it comes
layers, thick layers.
This is just why the wagon is just a better vehicle, mate. It's all locked up, sealed.
Yeah, but
the wheelbase is better.
But you don't have somewhere to store dirty gear. A lot of dirty gear. You can store a bit.
How much dirty gear have you got?
Well, let's say you end up in a situation, all your recovery gear is muddy, your max tracks are muddy, your clothes are muddy, you got so much, like it's caked in mud. Where are you going to put all that stuff, you know? You'll find somewhere on the outside of the car, but now you're piling stuff on top of other things, and is it secure? Probably not.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
that's true, but
it's very situational.
For me, I'm rarely in that situation, I reckon.
Well, some people might disagree. John past Whiteman Park.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad day. That was a bad day. Haven't been back since, actually. Drive past there on the way home all the time now. It's actually traumatic. I look at it, the Whiteman Park, this X, like, not today, mate. Not today. Actually, it's almost traumatic because I just see like dirt on the side of the road and I get heart palpitations.
The old medium strip, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I've pulled a few people out of a medium strip before too, but normally not in a full drive.
Yeah, normally not. Yeah, normally not in a 76 series. Wicked. So let's move off me getting bogged at Whiteman Park and go back to your canopy, your full canopy. What can I get your thoughts?
On the full canopy?
Your thoughts and your feelings on the full canopy. What you liked about it. Maybe like 3 things you liked about it, 3 things you didn't like about it.
Okay.
What you'd recommend the full canopy for. Mm-hmm. So like what type of person, what type of tourer, camper, forward driver.
Okay.
And what you're kind of expecting from the half canopy.
All right. Let's start with
type
of person.
Let's go with type of person for the full canopy.
I'd say family of 4. family of 4. I don't see a half canopy being a family of 4 unless you are towing.
Yep.
If you are towing, definitely, then half canopy is the place to be. I don't think you could legally tow with a full canopy and a trailer, providing the trailer's not too big, but you definitely need a GVM at a higher end as well, like upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say the full canopy is a family of 4.
And that's a family for like touring, doing a fair bit of travel.
Yep. And you will be using the whole roof rack if you're all swagging it. If you're using RV5 tent or something similar, big tent, then you just got to store like your mattresses and stuff. But you still have to really, screw down on gear.
Yep.
It'll be a situation where, so Justin for Patriot Campers, I loved his way of doing things when he takes his kids camping, or when they didn't have a license, and he took his kids camping. Everyone got one of these bags, and what they could fit in that bag, that's what they got.
Yeah, okay, I like that. That's a good...
Yeah. And I used that principle after I heard that one. I used that principle for the X2 camper that I had from Patriot.
It's a bloody good tough dog tip there, actually.
It is, yeah. It's a really good tip.
Wow.
It's a really good tip. But you'll be surprised how much my kids can squeeze into one of those bags. It's bulging, the zip is barely closing. And I'll tell you what, once that thing opens, it doesn't go back in.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kids.
Yeah.
Trying to get as much as they possibly can in there, half of it they won't even use.
Yeah, but where do kids learn from, right? They learn from their parents, right? So I've obviously done that.
Yeah. How's your bag, mate?
Yeah, I think it's more like the missus' bag.
All right, so 3 things you liked about the full canopy.
I loved the space it had, because I was able to spread everything out and I could get to everything, even on that hectic desert trip we did, even with all the Jacobs gear. At times it did get it like a bit like a washing machine, but all we needed to do was just, let's just put everything in its right home again. Perfect.
Yeah, it was very convenient.
Yeah, and I could have the swag inside the car.
Yeah.
Which meant I didn't have to roll around on a dirty bag every day or whatever.
Yeah, it kept everything clean.
Yeah, but also kept everything inside, anything loose in the containers if we hit something hard,
Stayed in.
So, yeah, so that was really good.
Yep.
What else? I liked, actually, the power setup. I was reluctant to, 400 amp hours of power. I was giving that a bit of shit, right? I was.
Yeah.
It's like, who needs all this power? And look, you can get away with not having that much power, but I took the full use of that power when I went for Christmas camping or New Year's camping. I didn't have any solar. I didn't bring any solar, and I wish I brought solar, because I used every bit down to the 20%. And then we were time to go home, and I was like a bit relieved. Had I not had 400 amp hours, I would have had to run the car.
Yeah, so you 400 amp hours was actually...
And I didn't
almost not enough for you.
Yeah, and I didn't use the inverter at all.
So,
but Starlink was on.
Solar panel would have been good for you.
Yeah, solar panel would have been good.
Yeah.
Solar panel would have probably kept me another day.
Where would you have put it? Would you have done the blanket and just rolled it out or something? Or
yeah, I would have just done the blanket.
Yeah.
But I had heaps of room on the roof, right? And you can always have solar panels on the roof, because while you're driving, it doesn't matter. But when you're camping, if you're carrying swags on the roof, take them off.
Yep.
We'll actually protect the solar panels too when you've got swags up there.
Yeah, cool. So the battery setup in the back, you really liked that? I thought that was good.
Yeah, I really liked it. The inverter I never needed any more than probably a couple of 100 watts, and I never have in my entire camping time. But I don't run coffee machines. I actually did bring a coffee machine, but I didn't use it.
Yeah, and you didn't bring the travel buddy either.
No, but that doesn't run off the inverter. That will run off power.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that ran off the inverter.
We did run the, what's it called? The air fryer, but I ran it off to 76.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So that battery depleted as well. We had the camp lights going all night. most of the nights we were sitting at our camp as well, so our lights were on.
Yeah.
I did have party lights plugged in as well.
Yeah, okay.
But they're all low voltage, but it was very hot too. So
Yeah.
the fridge was constantly being open and shut.
Did you have an upright?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
So every time you open it up,
Yeah, it has to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like the 76 with the chest fridge did a better job at conserving power, but we also used it more as like storing all the meats and stuff.
Yeah.
Where everything else was in
Yep.
the upright. And you got 2 kids opening it, you got the wife opening it, and then you got me opening it too.
Yeah, well, it's just constantly being opened.
Yeah. You know what's funny about an upright fridge? You know, at home, you open the fridge and you stand there for a while and you're just gazing. Oh,
Yeah.
what can I eat?
Yeah.
I don't know. You shut it. You come back. 10 minutes later, you do the same thing again. Yeah, what am I doing? I found myself doing that, or I find myself doing that with the upright fridge at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely was doing that when we were on the gun barrel. I would like go to the back, just stand there and
What do I feel like?
go, what am I getting here? And often I would just want like a ginger beer or something and it wouldn't be cold. So I'd just be standing there like looking at it, go, is it cold yet? No, not yet.
Is that
5
'cause you
minutes
just
later,
put it
is
in?
it cold yet? Yeah, I just put it in. I was like, no, still not cold. Come back 10 minutes later, is it cold? No.
Speaking of 130 fridge, that's actually what's in that one now too.
Oh, really?
The same fridge took out of the full canopy, put in the half canopy.
Yeah, okay. Same kitchen setup?
No, well, there's no pantry, there's no table, there's no pull-out drawer, there's no above drawer storage. All that's gone.
You're going to hate the half canopy, mate. All right, last good thing on the full canopy.
Last good thing on
Yep.
the full canopy, the kitchen.
Yeah.
Actually, I should have said that as the first thing because that is actually the best thing about it.
Yeah, well, that was used every single day on the gun barrel. Every single day.
Yep. But
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah, but even when we were camping away, like it was easy.
Yeah.
It's amazing what that pantry becomes. People would see it, and this is what I thought first. It's like that pantry. What's the point? Like, it hangs down. It's cool. It hangs there. It's really cool. But how heavy is this thing? Is it worth having?
Yeah.
Why just put it in a drawer? But after using it, it becomes so much more than just a pantry. Think about it. You've got your salt and pepper, you got your oil, you got your cutting board. Well, that's what I had. Plates, all this stuff. Now, when I pull that down, not only do I have quick access to everything, I don't have to look for it. I know where it is. Everyone knows where it is. And if I take it out, I can put it straight back. I don't have to open a drawer, pull it out, open a drawer, put it back in.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that. It's right there.
The convenience of it is the best part of it.
Yeah, but the convenience goes further than that. If you really think about it, it's like you have virtual table space. Does that make sense?
Because of the way it's
there.
designed.
Yeah.
And it just hangs down, you pull it down, it's all leveled.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, you're not using that space anyway.
No.
If that wasn't there, what are you using that for?
You could literally have 4 wraps made up, and then some people like salt, some people like pepper, some people like salt and pepper. You grab it, put it back up.
Yep.
You don't have to put it on the table. Next person grabs it, uses it, puts it back.
Yeah.
As long as you follow that system.
Oh, sorry, that's what you mean by table space. Yes, it does. It saves a lot of table space, but I was saying like it takes up negative space that isn't being used inside your canopy, like that top, because it's attached to the roof of the canopy.
Yeah, it is.
It's you're not really putting anything there. Like you could probably stack something up, but yeah. But I agree with that. That is good, and the table space thing. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know how like I spoke to Isaac, Norwell Isaac. I asked him about this pantry because when we were on that track, I gave him a call just to give him a bit of feedback and stuff. And I was like, mate, how does everything stay in this pantry? And he's like, because I really questioned that to start with. I was like, yeah, well, that's all going to break, you know. Even though I had some of the other people at Norwell say, yeah, I have my bottles here and that, and nothing's ever fallen out. And I was thinking, really? Okay. Nah, surely not. Nothing fell out, man.
No.
It's ridiculous. And it's all open. The thing is, that pantry would not be as efficient if it wasn't the way it is open. So to have it open without stuff falling out, that's the key there. Because if you had
It
to
is
open
well
it,
designed.
yeah, if you had to open it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, things would fall out. It's well designed.
I reckon there's
think
like,
it's the angle.
there's an angle. There has to be something to do with the angle.
It's the angle. Because it's all like kind of leaning back.
Yeah.
It's just leaning back. It's not going to, I don't know.
I know. I'll have
it's good.
to.
It's smart. It's a smart
Yeah.
design. It is well designed.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Next time I talk to him or catch up with him, I want to ask him what happened on the other ones, like before he got the right angle, because there has to be the angle.
There's a lot of broken glass or something, isn't there? All right, real quick, 3 things you didn't like about it, or you weren't.
Okay. So
you wanted to change.
Yep. 3 things I didn't like about it. The first one would be having the overhang on the back, even though it became very handy. I was always reluctant to reverse up in a car park.
Yeah, okay.
And I got used to it, right? But I was always like scared to reverse up. It's like, shit, am I going to hit something or not? Like, because I can't really see the overhang. And I only really noticed it today. I drove to the hardware. I reversed up with the half canopy. There's nothing hanging off the back. I can go all the way up and park.
Yeah, and you're not worried about it.
Yeah, yeah. And the INEOS Quartermaster is a car you want to reverse park because the thing turns like a freaking oil tanker.
Yeah, I don't think I've forward parked in years. It's just like even because the wagon, like when you turn, it's much easier to turn reversing than it is going forward. So, all right. So the overhang, number 2.
I guess I didn't like where the travel buddy was mounted, but I could have moved it. But I decided to take it out, and that was to fit the swag.
Yeah, and
it was
the shower tent, right?
Yeah, and the shower tent as well, because it was kind of like, it felt like it was in the middle of nowhere, and it was on that side. But I did realize that side, it's a travel buddy. You're going to be cooking it while you're driving. It's not something you would use while you're at camp. I mean, you could, but you probably wouldn't because it's going to chew power.
Yeah, it's more of a slow cooking
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, it's more like you're driving, you're cooking something, cool, let's have a hot meal.
Yep.
So that does make sense because you're on the driver's side, jump out, check it, shut it, go. And you're not wasting your time at the fridge.
Yeah, which happens.
Yeah.
Happens. Ginger beer is still not cold.
Yeah. The other thing, I'll have to be picky here then. It's probably where the inverter is mounted. I think it could be on the other side, but the simple solution was to put a cable and then run an extension to the back, to the other side where the kitchen is, which I did bring an extension for, but there was the one thing I couldn't find.
Oh, no.
So I put all my charge gear on the cargo side, which meant the cameraman had to walk all the way around, but it became my job. I jumped out and helped speed it up. So that's probably it there, but that's also because I didn't throw the cable in.
Yeah, yeah.
So why is the inverter on that side? Probably because I think they must have like the whole board, and that's where it's sitting, because the board only sits at the top half. There wouldn't be enough room on the other side.
Yep.
So to put it under. But down the sides of the fridge on the other side, there is, I would say, lost space. Like, you're going to get lost space in any car. Some cars, you get wheel arches in the back of the wagon.
Yeah,
you
you
lose
can't,
that space. So that's where you lose the space in the canopies next to the fridge, because you need air vent. But the thing is, if they only designed the canopy for one specific fridge, then that cavity would be a lot smaller.
Yep.
But because they have to allow for
every fridge,
drop
multiple
slide,
fridges, yep.
Bushman fridge, Dometic fridge, Angle fridge, fridge, Smeg fridge, I don't know.
Yep, house fridge, all types of fridges.
Yeah.
Full-blown chest fridge.
Full-blown chest fridge. That's right. A deep one.
Yeah, a real deep one. Fit a lot of ice creams in there. That'll keep me happy.
Fishermen love that, apparently. So people that fish, they will take their upright out and replace it with a chest fridge.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. There are people that do that.
Really?
They're mad keen fishers.
Or the big ones?
Well, yeah. They'll put like a massive chest fridge because they're gonna catch a lot of fish.
Yeah.
They want to freeze it.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got a fridge freezer. Who knows?
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, but it's a big process.
It is a big process, but it makes sense.
Pull the whole frame out, put this thing in, you know. But yeah, that's what I do.
So that's the full canopy. Half canopy.
Yes.
Quickly give me a rundown on what you're kind of expecting from the half canopy.
I am expecting it to be easier than what I initially thought. And I've got the 76 series set up and all the previous years of screwing setups up by bringing too much shit. I think I did a really good job at not bringing too much stuff in the full canopy, because it's very easy to get carried away and put too much shit in it. And I'm not just talking about weight either. I'm talking about like being able to access stuff.
Yeah.
Just because it's like you always wish you had an extra shed. But if you had the extra shed, you just got more shit. Right?
Yeah.
So that's that danger. So having stuffed up so many years over and over and over, and then finally learning my lesson, it's like I only bring particular things.
Yeah. Are you excited to be a bit lighter?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think I'd be as excited, but so with the full canopy, it didn't feel heavy, right?
Okay.
It didn't feel like the Grenadier. It still takes off really fast. Like it still goes really fast. Like I used to be able to take off from a set of lights, and I'll be going like faster than the hatchback that's going at taking off at a decent pace. You know? Sometimes a bit of a aggressive takeoff.
Lead foot, hey?
I watch the F1. Then I get disappointed that I'm not driving a fast car. It's probably good though, because I don't, speeding fines.
Ronny Verstappen.
Yeah, not. Taking corners was pretty good with the full canopy, but I do push it a little bit sometimes. Like you can't just throw it into a corner.
Yeah.
Like there's no one around, and you're in this wide roundabout in this industrial area. You just throw the car in, you're going home. It's like, oh,
ooh, shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
Because I've got that G-force thing, so it picks up that it's like, whoa, you're like limiting. So it gives you this little reminder, like, hey.
Take it easy, mate. Big dog.
Yeah. But it's only when it's like completely fully loaded. That's when you really feel that.
Well, that's got a lot to do with your suspension upgrade, though.
Well, yeah. So the suspension upgrade
that's
helps,
keeping it so.
Right? But if you, I drove it without that suspension upgrade, and I just put extra springs in it, and it wasn't enough. It drove like shit.
Yeah.
It really drove like shit. Mm-hmm. You really felt that weight, and that actually scared me. I was like,
well, yeah,
shit. I have committed to this project. I'm going to put a full canopy on, and now I've got to. It drives like shit. But then, like, getting the airbags and that suspension completely changed it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, no worries at all. So I think because I was at the bad scale of what it could drive like, and then going to probably what is probably the best it could drive like with a full canopy, it was very surprising. Yeah, so it was good. But now having it off and having the half on, I didn't expect it to be like that much different as what it is. Now it's like a rocket ship. So I'm backing off when I'm at the lights now. Also, I reckon, it is honestly the perfect balance. That canopy, half canopy, is fully loaded. There's not much more I can put in there, apart from the fridge. I could put a bit more in there. And I was driving over some obstacles today. Man, it's like the front and the back, it's like in sync. It's like they weigh the same. I reckon they weigh the same.
Really?
I've got to check it out, but I reckon they weigh the same. I reckon I've probably shedded. Now it's not just about the weight that I've shedded, which is about, I'd say, 200 kilos. I'm guessing. I've got to work that one out.
Well, yeah, you've lost your full kitchen and everything.
Yes. But it's also where the wheels are now. So the wheels were hanging off the back. Now they're not just within the tray. They're like within the tray.
Yeah, and they're almost positioned over the top of that rear axle, like a lot of your weight.
They're a lot closer to the rear axle.
Well, your weight's a bit.
100%. So in that sense, it has just changed it completely. Now it's like a complete different beast. And I nearly tipped it on the side with the full canopy about a week. It felt like I nearly did.
Jeez, really?
I just took the line wrong. It just because it drives so well and you don't really notice.
Yeah.
You don't notice it. It's a wider footprint car. It handles the weight so well. I was going up and then I missed the line, and because I had soft sand, I even had both lockers in. I just balls it up, and it just got worse and worse. Every time I tried to go backwards or forwards, the front was slipping like this, and like I was honestly like on this angle, man. It was
scary.
Well, I wasn't too scared, but I knew I didn't want to push anymore. Like they were all telling, "No, you'll be right." But it was like, yeah, but I can tell it's moving on the front. I'm not comfortable, so I just put 2 max tracks down, straight up.
Yeah, well, especially
Walked
considering you've got to give the canopy back.
Yeah.
You don't want to damage it and be like, oh, cheers, boys.
Yeah,
When did you do this? A week
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
Just the other day.
look, to be honest, I was more worried about the whole car. I think a canopy is a lot cheaper to replace.
Yeah.
And it probably would have saved the car too.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. I mean, at least you know you keep in the car, you just get a new canopy on.
Yeah.
Got the half.
That would be pretty embarrassing though.
The half does look good.
Yes.
It does look good.
Yes.
It does look like you've lost a bit of weight. Like the car's a little bit lighter, happy. It's like Duggo when he got his new springs on the back. It's like, oh, smiling again. Your car.
I have to be honest though, like to start with, I was like, this doesn't look right. Because I just seen the wheel, the ladder and that water container.
Yeah.
And then now it's like the ladder, there's no ladder, the wheel's right in. I mean, it'd be stupid to have a ladder. How are we going to use a ladder to sit in a tray? And then there's that water container. And it's like, yeah. But I like it now.
It does look good.
Yeah. I have removed the water container. I removed the water container.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was on there?
It was on there. It was on the back.
Yeah, and you just took it off?
Yeah, it's just because it sat in a bit and I'd have to do some hose arrangement to it. So I figured I'll put it in if when I need the extra 25 litres, because it's where you either put a wheel or something else. But also thought I might be able to utilise something else and bolt there. Because I kind of need to put more stuff in the back. So I need all that. I need as much tray space as I can.
Yeah, I did. When I was having a look down there, I didn't notice that you took the water tank out, but I did notice that you don't have that much space in the back. Like you wouldn't really be able to put, you'd put a swag in and nothing else. Or you put some other stuff in there, but you wouldn't be able to put a swag in. Like you're going to have to be a bit smarter about how you're packing everything in the back there. Not that you weren't
100%.
smart the first time.
Yeah. So,
but you're just going to have to be a bit stricter, I guess.
So one thing, how I was talking about the virtual space with the pantry, right? I have lost the virtual space on the back of the Grenadier. Now, stick with me. You know how the wheel in a container was hanging off the back, the water container?
Yes.
Right, so it's hanging off the back. So that meant that the full canopy was the full length canopy. Now, I don't have anything hanging off the back. So that is virtual space at the back.
Yes.
It's not taking up real estate inside the tray platform.
Yep.
Now it's in the tray platform. So not only have I lost the virtual space, I've lost actual space.
You've lost actual space.
Double whammy.
Yeah, true. True. That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, but then the trade-off, I mean, that's the trade-off for having a balanced car.
Yes. Yeah, well, I mean, you've lost the virtual space from the roof of the full canopy as well on that back half because you can't.
But I can make that again.
Oh, yeah, probably because of your load bar and stuff.
Yeah.
Go across.
Yeah.
And you got your roof rack.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I think we'll leave the canopy talk there.
Yes, I think so too.
And we'll head into around the fire pit because we do have a couple of questions before we run off. This one's from Fred, who emailed us in. He said, "G'day, good afternoon, lads."
I used to have a frog called Fred.
Did ya?
Yeah.
A frog called Fred?
Yeah.
Freddie the Frog?
Freddie the Frog.
Freddo Frog?
Yep. No, not Fredo the Frog, just Fred. Yeah.
Fred.
I had to let him go. Apparently stunk out my room when I was, how old was I? 7 years old, I think. 6, 7, no. No, I think I was 7 years old.
Yeah, right.
No, I would have been younger, hey.
6?
Yeah, probably 6, yeah.
Or 7?
Just 6.
Okay. Well, this is from Fred, not your frog. Could be your frog. Probably isn't your frog. First of all, loving the epic work you boys do. I've just caught up on all the episodes. I'm keenly waiting for the next upload. I was inspired to message you after you spoke about the Tesla that was bogged on Goolwa Beach, one of many tragedies. Goolwa Beach is notorious for vehicles getting bogged. It's so well known that there's a dedicated Facebook group posting boggings almost daily.
What's the beach called?
Goolwa Beach, Goolwa. It's in South Australia.
Goolwa.
Pretty popular beach. 4-wheel drive access only, but a lot of 2-wheel drives are getting two-wheel drives, all-wheel drives are trying to get onto it, and they get bogged because
I think I was on that podcast.
yeah. I think you were too. He says I'm a local South Australian four-wheel driver, and I've ventured onto the beach myself a few times. The entrance itself isn't actually very difficult, but it's tricky due to how it's geographically laid out. There's only one entrance onto and off the beach, and the beach ends at the Murray mouth, which you can't cross, meaning you have to drive all the way back to the same exit. So one entry, one exit. Because the dunes are protected, fair enough, it's a delicate ecosystem, you can't drive on them. This also happens to be the only drive-on beach that's even remotely close to Adelaide. Still an hour and 20 minutes one way. The entrance itself is interesting. It leaves directly from the car park and heads downhill for roughly 200 to 300 metres before you're fully on the beach. You can imagine how chopped up this section gets on public holidays and long weekends. Personally, I think the real issue is that the first half of the entrance is hard, compacted sand, which then turns soft further in, and gives people a false sense of confidence and the impression that they don't need to drop tyres because initially it looks easy. One idea that could genuinely help is some form of mandatory tyre deflation at the entrance. Whether that's a clearly marked deflation bay before the drop-in, signage stating a maximum tyre pressure, or even a physical checkpoint where you can't proceed unless you've aired down. I honestly believe most boggings here aren't due to lack of clearance or capability, but simply people running road pressures and getting caught out once the sand softens. Regarding the idea of adding an obstacle at the entrance, I can see the logic, but I'm unsure how it would look in practice. Steps have been taken already. The council has installed dedicated markings, a painted lane, a stop sign, and a large sign stating 4x4 only, along with information about fines, towing, etc. But as we all know, signs only help those who actually read them. Anyway, that's my intel and my 2 cents. Keep up the amazing work. Hope this sparks some discussion around how the issue could be better managed. Cheers, lads. Fred.
That was worth more than 2 cents, Fred.
Yeah, that was $1.
That was a $200 explanation there. That was as much information as that would take ages
to write
to get to all that information as well.
Well, he's a South Australian.
Yeah,
I don't know how you enforce mandatory tyre deflation.
I've got a solution.
Yeah.
So not seeing the actual entry and all that. I know we spoke about making an obstacle entry and all that.
We did.
Yeah, but in the thinking back, I can see it logistically it wouldn't work, and it'll be like safety shit, all this other bullshit, right? I reckon some of that track that's on the way in, where it's wide enough, make a sand trap. So a sand trap where you have to be deflated to be able to drive through it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
But it has to have like a gradual rise,
so that you can go back.
Well, so you can go back. So because otherwise you're going to have to pull people out all the time. So so they go in and they realize, oh shit, I'm getting bogged, and they'll try and go back. At least they won't get too far, and then people can pull them out right there. And they haven't done the whole hard drive and then gotten their false confidence. Because Fred giving us that information, that's why.
Yeah.
You're getting the false confidence. Often you enter a beach and you're like, oh yeah, it's pretty hard down here. And all of a sudden the beach just changes. And it catches everyone out. You know?
Yeah.
You just it's hard to gauge what the beach is like further down, but if it's like that here, oh yeah, it's probably pretty good. You know, I'll just follow the same line as everyone else, but then all of a sudden the beach just get really soft. So I think South Australia has
that's a good
very
point.
Similar beaches, like as in
Yeah,
like beach
to
sand
WA,
that we have, yeah. Because there's some beaches you can drive on, but you can go back there 2 years later and a storm has changed everything, and the sand is so freaking soft that the ice cream van could have gone down there last season, but now it can't. Like Le Grand Beach, Esperance.
Oh, yeah.
You used to be able to do that in two-wheel drive and highway pressures.
Yeah.
The whole way.
It's soft as.
No, you're now soft as. You can't do it unless you are sub 20, 18 PSI and you're in full drive.
There's a lot of tracks, though, that are like that over here that are fine, and then the closer you get to the beach, the sandier, softer it gets. Which is
powdery.
Exactly. Which is bad. So actually, that's a good point. I don't know how you would enforce mandatory tire deflation at the entrance, and I still like the idea of having an obstacle at the start, purely because the only reason we were talking about this was because a bloody Tesla drove in there and got bogged.
But a sand trap will get a Tesla too.
A sand trap will get a Tesla, but like the Tesla shouldn't even be going down the hard sand. Like it just shouldn't be there. So if there's an obstacle in the way that a Tesla can't get over, but any four-wheel drive can get over, I feel like that's a good solution. And then the four-wheel driving people who aren't lowering their tyre pressures and are getting bogged, the sand trap is for them.
Yeah, but think about this. The council would be very reluctant to do that because you know what it's like now for occupation, health and safety, people.
Oh, you mean the
crack
sand trap or the
shits and-
obstacle?
Well, the obstacle, like, I damaged my car in this obstacle. Why'd you
Yeah.
put it there? Then
True. But I think the council was looking at doing the obstacle.
Yeah.
I think that was the reason we were
Okay.
talking about it.
I
But
thought
I'm
maybe
not
that's
sure.
why
mate,
they didn't do it. Yeah.
I'm not sure. They might not be.
Yeah. I
Anyway.
think the sand trap would be enough, to be honest. That's
Sand trap's a good idea.
That's what I mean. An obstacle that would definitely keep them out, because they might see it and go, "Oh, I'm not going to make it over that."
Yeah.
But you will get some idiots that will just,
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think if people are going to be idiots, then, your actions have consequences. So
yeah.
you can't blame other people for what you did.
But what if someone got stuck on the obstacle? They managed to get up onto it, and then now they're in the way, and someone's got to pull them out, and then whoever pulls them out rips something off that car because it's not equipped with recovery points or anything. Then that becomes a liability thing on the person who tried to help them. You know what I mean? Then that person is blocking everyone else from getting there.
Yeah. I don't know if this would apply, but there's a Good Samaritan law that actually probably wouldn't apply to that because that wouldn't be. It would only apply to life or death situations, I think.
Anyway. Because anyone
Yeah.
who can afford a lawyer, the first thing a lawyer will say is, are you trained in recovery? Most people would be like, no. Well,
Yeah, well, you're done. Fair. All right, well, sand trap. Sand trap makes sense to me now, I guess.
like the
wouldn't
kitty
wanna-
litter trap. Get that coarse sand so it's a nightmare if you get stuck.
Oh, God. All right, moving on. We'll go to the next one. This one's from Ben. He says,
Set up a Max Trax booth right there so you can buy tracks.
there you go. Now, that's a business idea. I like that. Might go to South Australia and start selling Max Tracks. This one from Ben. Hey, Ronnie, I've got an INEOS Quartermaster looking to increase my diesel fuel range, specifically looking at the Brown Davis 168 litre additional tank, but struggling to find how it works, and nobody's done a rundown video that I can find. Does the reserve tank have a manually operated button in the cab to transfer to the main tank? Mm-hmm. Okay. Does it have a sensor so it doesn't overfill the 90 litre main tank with the reserve tank being 168 litres?
Yes, because it just runs back to the other tank.
Okay. Well, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Also, can you give a quick rundown on the trip computer? How do you know how many kilometres range, as the factory computer just says 500 kilometres, for example? Does it keep saying this for 2,000 kilometres over the full combined tank usage of 268 litres?
So, yes, if you keep it running. No, if you don't. And it's the best way to gauge how much fuel you've used is you almost let the current tank run dry, right? So the best way to do it is to figure out exactly how many litres you have left when it turns red. You know, when you get this like, I can't make the sound, but it's like this ding.
It's a special
it's like a
INEOS sound.
it's like a heavy ding, right?
Okay.
It's like this boom. I try to do it.
Really?
It doesn't work. Yeah. But
Terrifying.
it's really loud when it's a red thing.
Right.
Like a red thing is like, do something about this now.
This
right?
is the INEOS screaming at you.
Yeah. It does. It scares the shit out of you.
No shit.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what's an amber one. My washer fluid was low, right?
Yeah.
Boom. I was like, what happened? What's wrong? Washer fluid. Washer fluid, really? But then I thought about it. I was like, the amount of times I've been caught out in my 70, I've been like washing the... Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I've been
your
warned.
wiper blades are just like...
Yeah.
But you're sitting there, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It goes like 4 times and you're just like, oh, well, there goes those wiper blades.
That's right. But have I topped it up? No. I still haven't topped it up. It doesn't warm me again since though. But with the fuel, you get a warning when you're like, you need to start thinking about refilling, right?
Yeah.
And you still got like 100 Ks, 150 Ks. That's the amber one or the yellow one. Then you get the red one. And then you've got like 70 Ks. But then it gets to a point, I think about 50 Ks, it stops telling you how far you got. You're like, come on, man, tell me how far.
Tell me I got 20 Ks left. Come on, man.
But you can go into the menu and you can actually find out exactly down to the percentage of how much fuel you got left.
Oh, really?
Yep. You got to go into the menu though. once you've done it a few times, then it's quick and you can do it, and it's quite easy, and quite convenient. You can tell, like, it's pretty accurate, hey? Really
Is this
accurate.
the menu on the iPad looking screen thing in the middle, or the menu on the dash?
Vehicle information, you go in there, and then you can go down to fuel, and it will tell you exactly, like, percentage-wise. So how does the other tank work? Well, you have a button inside the cab. You already got that. You already extracted that answer out of me. But so you can run it all the time.
Like I tortured you for the answer. Tell you anything you want, mate.
The lights aren't that bright here. But the best way to do it is to run it down and then you flick it over. Now it puts enough in to keep up with your driving. That's where it becomes tricky. You don't really know how much you've put in and how much you used, but at least you know how much you've used up to that point. How many Ks have I done? You've got to do a calculation then and now.
Okay.
And you have to go by that, because what's happening now is you're driving and it's spitting fuel in, but you're using probably 80% of that fuel that's going in and 20% is filling it. And that's if you're sitting on a highway going 110.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so it keeps up with how much you're using, but just.
Yep.
And once it runs dry, it'll scream at you with a buzzer. That means turn me off. That's a good thing, because you want to know, and you turn it off. So you can have it. Mine is set so when I start the car, if I pressed it and it was on, it'll go on straight away. You hear this audible sound, like a beep.
Yep.
And it's pumping again.
Okay.
It's the same beep it makes when there's no more fuel, when you got to turn the pump
Oh,
off.
it's the same beep.
Yeah, but it just starts, just reminds you, yep, cool.
Yep.
Now, mine is also wired, so I can hit the power switch up the top, and then when I'm parked at camp, as long as that switch where I'm telling it to pump the fuel over is activated, then they are both, then both functions will work, and it's pumping in. But you gotta be near your car if it's close to running dry, so you can hear, so you can turn that pump off. Otherwise, you might burn the pump out.
Yep.
So
interesting.
A little bit finicky, but it's because the Grenadier has a pump that's inside the actual tank.
Yeah.
Whereas the LandCruiser has it inside the engine. You simply flick a solenoid. It'll okay, I'm pulling from this tank now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just set up differently.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Last one was he said, side note, if you look into the INEOS Online Interactive User Manual, interestingly, they have a second tank factory wiring loom already installed as per their wiring diagrams. Have you heard of anyone in the industry who's been able to tap into this? I wonder if future versions will have 2 tanks from factory. Cheers and love the show. Ben from Queensland.
Okay, so I didn't know they had that. But I'm pretty sure they don't have plans to do another tank, because I've quizzed them about the current tank now. It's like, why couldn't you make it bigger? Because this is the Quartermaster. There's more room. If you look underneath the car, there's more room. The thing is, the shape that they've got to get as much fuel as they can out of it has passed the crash test. And to change that means changing a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I could be totally wrong about what I'm saying there. This is stuff that I've spoken to a few people, and that's what I got out of the information. So
yeah, okay. Well, I mean, maybe
definitely
it's
don't use that as a short form content, because it could be taken out of context, and I might get in trouble.
No. That might just be just for a second tank if you want to install one, right? Like that could just be something there as like a little handy thing or something.
Yeah, I'll see.
There, or just for future, if they ever actually do want to do that, they can do that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I want to ask that question.
Yeah. I know there's some INEOS people that listen, so maybe we'll get some emails.
Yeah, cool.
Because they're always super helpful with any INEOS stuff.
Well, that's what you get with a smaller.
And I'd say names, but I don't
like a smaller company.
want to say names, just in case we're not allowed to say names.
That's what you get with like a smaller car company. Like you wouldn't get Toyota.
No, you get passion. They're passionate about INEOS. Like you can tell from just talking to them, from seeing them, from like the actual information they give. You can tell that they're passionate about the car and the company.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I agree. That is what you get with a small car company. You're not getting that from many people at Toyota or Nissan or Ford. Anyway, as I just shout out all those companies, you shit. Joking. All right, well, that's all the questions we got
What
for
would you
5
on their cars then?
Yeah, I know, honestly, mate. Honestly. Get me a Daihatsu.
A Daihatsu applause.
Yeah, mate. Just get me out there. All right, anyway, we'll wrap up there, mate. Thanks for hosting us in your podcasting studio.
Yes, you are very welcome.
A lot better than the one we have at
You
the one we're normally in, I reckon. I reckon we need to do some upgrades.
It's still a work in progress.
Looks good.
Yeah, still a work
Looks
in progress. Just waiting for my back to be right before I start pulling. There's a timber up there holding some, making sure the wall's straight, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get up there and drill
if you need any help, mate, Duggo's got time available, I think.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Get the whole footy club in here and...
Yeah, wait, why not? It'd be like a group bonding experience or something.
Mate, this place will smell like a submarine.
Oh, jeez. Smell like you and Fred's bedroom. All right, mate. Thanks for hosting us. Thanks for jumping on with me.
Thanks for coming.
Late on a Wednesday night, we're recording this, so
And thanks for listening.
appreciate that.
If you're still
Appreciate you guys for listening, for watching. If you've even kept going with us through it, and that's it. Done. No, not done. Tough dog tip.
You did a tough dog tip.
I did do one, did I?
Yeah. You said that's a great tough dog tip.
Oh,
The pack in a bag, you know, like Justin Patriot Campers.
Yep.
His advice of
Yep.
whatever fits in that bag goes in that bag.
Correct. Far out. It's too late, mate. My brain is turning off. All right. That's the 4Drive podcast powered by Tyrepower. Massive shout out to them. 63 stores in WA, I reckon. 62. 62.
Oh, 62.
They might be coming out with 63.
Feels like
They are flying.
Feels like we're watching the stock market here.
Oh, mate, they might have 70. Music by the Southern River Band. Let it ride. You listen to that as it plays out. Socials, the 4Drive podcast on Instagram. Send us a message. Go check us out on YouTube if you haven't. Patreon. Stick around. We'll have a little bit for you guys after this. And thank you, mate.
Adios, amigos.
See you later.
And amigas.
And amigos.